Hi guys, welcome back to Sunderland RTG, episode 47. So we're into November now. Last month obviously ended on a bit of a sour note, obviously conceding that rebounded penalty in the last minute or injury time against Villa. So we come into this month, obviously we only have the 4 games again, so again we shouldn't have any problems with stamina. I think I am going to change some players around to start with. I do think even our new signing, Fernandez, has not been playing too well, so I might give Bailey Wright a starting centre-back. But let's have a quick look at the calendar first. So I think what we're going to do again is we're going to sim the Arsenal game, because it's away at the Emirates, probably the hardest game. They are in the Champions League spots at the moment, so we'll simulate the Arsenal game and then obviously play the other 3. The teams in and around us really. Leicester and Everton are a couple of places below or above, and then Wolves I think are in about 10th, so I think that's the best way to go. So obviously we've got Leicester to start. Oh yeah, Leicester are just one place above us, both on 11 points. So yeah, we've obviously got injury as well, another injury to contend with. Joshua Wagnerman has picked up an injury. Let's just have a quick look. I can't remember if I'd actually shown that last episode. Yeah, he picked up an injury in training. He's going to be out for 5 weeks, so dislocated shoulder. Obviously, our starting right back has been really good so far this season. Then we've got internationals again, so 10th to the 16th. So we'll have to have a quick look at that to see if that's going to affect us. No, that's fine. So we are going to have to obviously change things around. Fernandez is now up to 79, so it's hard to take him out. Let's just have a look. So at the moment, obviously, we've got Crespo Rincon, who's going to go in at right back. I think we will keep that actually. He was excellent last time out against Villa. But obviously there's a big drop off between Crespo Rincon and O'Nien. Yeah, so Bailey Wright, do we start Bailey Wright? Obviously defensively it looks like it's a mismatch really. 77 defending against 69. No, I think we're going to have to continue on with Fernandez. I hope his form picks up a little bit. Obviously with Wagnerman being out as well, that's kind of pushed Rincon out wide. So yeah, we'll start Willis again, just because we need that. Obviously Fernandez is not the quickest, so it's better to have one player that's quite quick at the back. Any other changes? I think Max Power played well last time. I still think we've got to start Peters ahead of Simonsen. Simonsen again, he'll stay on the bench, but I don't think he's quite good enough to take that spot. And same with Madger as well. I think Danny Loader not quite done enough to push ahead of him in the last game. So that's the team we're going to go with. Right, so Stadium of Light again. Like I say, Leicester, we're tied on 11 points, so they've not had a great start to the season either. Looking at the squads, they're pretty much similar really. So we're going into this game obviously hoping to get a victory. Player, it's gone for the shot, and it's come off the post. What an effort. And here's Archie Jackson, it's a nice turn. And the through ball. actually hit Madger on the way through, otherwise he would have been in behind the defender. What a start that would have been. Leicester having a great chance, and then we come straight back and could have had a decent chance of our own there. Oh, that's played into Madger, who's not quick enough to respond there. Lewis Ferguson, who played really well against Villa, so he's going to continue on in that spot. Ferguson again. Nicely played out. De La Vega. De La Vega cuts inside. Oh, it's well blocked, but what a good chance that was. Played in. It's going to be near post. Peters, not the best header. It's deflected. Well blocked, shall I say. And here's Peters. Getting the ball away to Archie Jackson. Jackson cuts it inside. De La Vega waiting for runners. Ferguson into Madger. Madger, what a chance! Oh, and he's pulled it wide. Josh Madger. Oh, and it's not even close, really. Went for the keeper's near post. Obviously, there was a defender coming back at him. I think that made the going across the keeper would have been blocked, so tried to hit it in that near post. Not close really, but that was a good counter-attack from us. There's Leicester again. There. Cuts back onto the right foot, but Tris Peters does well to cut that one out. Crespo Rincon into Peters. Now trying to play out from the back. Done well in the end. Rincon into Power. Plays it through to Archie Jackson. Jackson, that's a lovely ball through to Lewis Ferguson. Lewis Ferguson one-on-one with the keeper. Beats him at his near post. No chance for Kasper Schmeichel with that. And Lewis Ferguson, I think, he's starting to make that attacking centre midfielder his own now in that spot. It's a good finish. So you do think now, obviously, Max Power and Drew Yearwood are probably going to be the ones that are going to switch in and out. Lewis Ferguson, I think he's shown that he's really good as a defender and an attacker in that centre mid. I think he's got the physicals and the attacking attributes we're looking for. Justin. It's into Tillemans now, so Leicester obviously need to pick their game up here. And that's luckily that it didn't go out. Nicely played in. Draxler is offside though, so 10 minutes before half time, obviously we picked up the lead. We played reasonably well so far. Oh, and Fernandez, what are you doing? We seem to have that in us all the time at the back. Fernandez, in particular, has been quite poor. Obviously, a big signing. Oh, and it's smashed off the inside of the post. We've got away with it again. De La Vega. We'll go back out to De La Vega here. Oh, and De La Vega has got lots of space. Plays it to Madger. Surely Madger slips it in with the left foot, and it's 2. Could have been equaliser at the other end. We've gone straight up on the counter. Josh Madger, who had a decent sight of goal earlier on in the game, but he made no mistakes this time. It was a great break. Nice time to pass, and Madger, Kasper Schmeichel coming to try and take him out. It's a nice first touch. And he's just flicked it round him on the left foot. And that is 2-0 before half time as well. 5th goal of the season for Madger. Oh, they finally get the ball in, but Lewis Ferguson does well to get back. Oh, and we'll pick that off now. So there is a chance. Deflected, but we'll come back at it. De La Vega finds Lewis Ferguson. Ferguson gets blocked. And the chance has gone away, but Leicester have been quite poor in this second half. Not really got going. We're obviously just looking more to hang on to this result. Oh, and here is a good chance. Cut inside Justin. Still chance, get the ball in, but we've been quite good defensively so far. And Rico Henry with a fantastic block. Ferguson into Rico Henry again. Rico's got good speed and he's played that nicely. So they've worked that out from the back nicely there, Ferguson and Rico Henry. Played to Madja. Madja tried to cut inside, just couldn't take the ball with him. Real strange performance from Leicester City. Obviously they had those chances early on in the game, but since then, in the second half in particular, have just been very poor. Willis did well, and our centre-backs just dominated Leicester attackers really, but I think we're obviously happy with the 2-0 win, but that was a very poor Leicester in the second half. More just holding possession than actually looking to attack. But it's 3 points for us. That obviously gives us that distance away from Leicester City there. As you can see, we had very little possession and little chances really, but when you look at it on a whole, we actually did have the better chances. Right, and we're back. And happily to report as well, we've had no injuries in between games. So we come into this game against Arsenal. Obviously, we've just moved up to 12th position, up to 14 points. So it was a good win last time out against Leicester. We're going to simulate this game against Arsenal. Right, so that's going to be the team we're going to go with. Obviously, it's going to be very difficult going away against Arsenal. But let's see how we go on. Obviously, just avoid the injuries really would be nice. Oh, it's a 2-1 defeat, so not a bad effort from the boys there. Madja actually getting us off to a lead there in the 9th minute. Lauren, a double from him. Torreira actually picked up a red card as well, so not terrible. Obviously, that's a team that's up in the top 3 or 4, so not a bad effort there from us. Obviously, that then leads us into the remaining 2 games. So we've got Wolves at home and then Everton away. We should pretty much be able to pick a full strength team in both games, I would think. We've got 4 days in between. But then we do have Wednesday to Saturday. Probably we will split that into 2 episodes. Obviously there's 6 games. I don't really want to be simulating 3 games, so as you usually do on December, I'd split that into 2 episodes and just play all 3 in both. I think that'll be the way to do it. But yeah, so we'll come back in a minute, have a quick training, then we'll get into the next game. Right, welcome back. So we're at the Wolves game. So as you can see, we're only 4 points behind Wolves. So if we can beat them here, we'll just go single point behind. We're in 12th place at the moment, so well, we're still 12th, shall I say. Our board expects, so at the minute our board rating is below target, so we're at 69 rated. Obviously we do have the youth development and the shirt sales, that's up to 86% now, so that will hopefully, once those 2 things are done, that will hopefully push that up some. Mid-tables, that's where we're looking at, and then obviously we haven't started the FA Cup yet, but we need to definitely get that get that rating pushed up, otherwise we could be in a bit of a dangerous position. But yeah, so let's get into this Wolves game. Wagnerman has also come back, so he's come back to fitness really quickly. He does have the indicator, the injured indicator on him, but we are going to throw him straight back in the team. Obviously, is the best player that we've got really. Crespo Rincon, he's going to go into centre back. Even though Jordan Willis obviously played well last time, I think we're still going to continue on Crespo Rincon, and everybody else is as it were really. Right, so Stadium of Light again, bringing another team in and around us. Obviously, we had a really good home game last time out against Leicester. So if we can continue that kind of form, that would be perfect. If it come out here, so like I say, we cut down the mistakes, you would say. Obviously, there was a couple in there, but the mistakes were far fewer that's not quite gone through. Fewer and far between, so that's pretty much what we need to be doing for the rest of the season, you would say. We can't afford to make mistakes in the Premier League. These teams are a lot higher quality. Tris Peters there was given the ball, but somehow managed to give it back to him here. Lewis Ferguson again. So as we said last game, he's been buffeted off the ball there, Fernandez. Oh, and he's done well to get back, and he definitely needed that. There is Eddie's body. We definitely don't need to be giving this guy any room on the ball, but Lewis Ferguson doing his thing yet again. Madger's taken off the ball far too easily. Lewis Ferguson's the man again. Pick it off, and Lewis Ferguson. It's a wonderful run from Lewis Ferguson, and who else? Lewis Ferguson has definitely picked up his game. So we brought him in the summer, and I think he's really now starting to show how good he is. It is a tidy finish. The keeper started to come. He struck it across the keeper, and Rui Patricio, no chance. And we are 1-0 up again, so that's his second goal of the season. So I think that's the way forward in this team. We need to get that early goal, and I think we've shown that coming from behind is definitely not for us. Wagnerman into Tris Peters, rolls it in behind the defender there. Power, back to Wagnerman. Wagnerman, it's a nice ball to Peters, who just took a heavy touch. Archie Jackson was sprinting through. Oh, and he's whipped it in. It's a good header there though by Rico Henry. De La Vega gets the ball off to Madger. It's a nice pass into Tris Peters. Tris Peters bombing that goal. Oh, and the defender looked like he was going to take him out, but his slide tackle is just avoided by Peters. Obviously, Peters was looking for the... Oh, and it's a good chance at the back post. It's all action here. De La Vega getting it off the defender's head. Oh, it bounced off the defender to go out for a corner. Here's a chance. Lewis Ferguson got up to it, but couldn't direct it to goal. Wagnerman, that's a powerful header. Oh, and it's Fernandez. Oh, and he's done well in the end. Tris Peters now cuts inside, looking for Ferguson, who's obviously the player with a hot foot at the minute. Oh, and kind of switched off there. Crespo Rincon. Again. There's a chance, but it is Wagnerman that's done well. Oh, and could see that coming from a mile off there, the defender. Max Power trying to calm it down at the back. Play through. De La Vega. Ferguson dinks it over the top, but Patricio definitely picked that up very quickly. Sweeper keeper there. Oh, it's headed down nicely. Power into Archie Jackson. Lewis Ferguson just holds on to it there. Oh, and Power, it's fortunate he's got away with that one. Plays it through, looking for Ferguson, but it's not the best of passes from Archie Jackson. So Jackson is just gone off the boil, really. He's not had the best of times in the Premier League so far. Going out there. Hence, makes him turn back. It's gone back to Vinagre out here. Oh, that's easily cut out by Wagnerman. Takes his time. And we're playing it out nicely from the back so far today. And 1-0 at half time. Good first half from us. Coming at him now. Fernandez started to edge towards him. Oh, Fernandez did just enough to stop him initially, and Pickford tips it around the post there. Paulson, who's struck it hard on that left foot before Rincon could get to him. Pickford's done well to tip it around the post. It's a good ball in. And he won the header. So far, so good for us, but Wolves, you just think now, are they gonna obviously do what Leicester didn't do and realise obviously that they desperately need to get back in the game quickly. Again, they are looking more menacing going forward here. Trying to move our defenders around, and somehow he's ended up on his own out there. It's a good chance, and don't know what's happening there. The defender's just stationary, and it's given away a goal, really. So he's played in, he's on his own there. There's so many Sunderland defenders back, yet they're not picking up the men at all. And he's ended up with an easy chance. Pickford, no chance of getting that one. So it's gone from looking quite easy, and now suddenly we've given that goal away. Now you wonder which way this game is going to turn. Max Power is struggling to find a free man there. Casper Rincon comes forward, gets into Lewis Ferguson, who's tried to jink by Bardi there. Now here's the counter attack. Again, we might have to drop a centre midfielder at the minute. Oh, and Max Power, what a save! Jordan Pickford. How has he got to that? So Max Power has tried to control that ball, and it's been struck on the venomously there, and Pickford has somehow managed to pick up or get it away. De La Vega gets it away this time. Rush kick away there. We are going a little bit flustered at the back. Oh, and suddenly they're in behind. Bardi. It's done well there though in the end. Simonson, who's since coming on, has not had a touch of the ball. Here is Simonson again, looking for Loader, and Loader is another one. So both of our subs have hardly had a touch. But here is Danny Loader. Danny Loader, surely! Oh, Danny Loader! We're just saying that he's not a touch of the ball, but this boy just needs the one touch. And all of a sudden, looks like the wind could be back on for us. So Archie Jackson, a good little ball in. And Danny Loader, he's deadly up front. So his first goal of the Premier League. Obviously, like we saw in pre-season, he was deadly. And now, we are going to go defensive. So we've got 10 minutes to hang on to this result here. De La Vega whips that one out to Danny Loader here. Loader into Yearwood. Yearwood finding Simonson. Simonson finds back to Yearwood here. It's a nice play. Tried the 1-2 with Yearwood there. Now obviously how to position Yearwood. So we need to get men back here, and they've worked that very well. Good ball in. Oh, and it's somehow headed around. Oh, what are you doing? Get it away. And Fernandez has saved us here. Could have saved the 3 points. Defensively, we always seem liable for a mistake. And this time it was Wagnerman who was just playing a crazy pass. Yearwood plays it across to Max Power now. Power into De La Vega. And there it is. 2-1 win. Hard fought victory. And it looked like for a second that we weren't gonna get it, but I think we did well enough to deserve it. I think pretty close, but it is a win for us and another 3 points. Right, so we're here away against Everton is going to finish off the episode. Obviously it's been a fantastic one so far. And as you can see, we're a couple of places ahead of Everton, but we are 5 points ahead. So ideally we can win this one and actually put some real distance between us. Right, so away at Goodison, it's obviously another chance for us to shine, really. It's another team that you'd say are pretty much in and around us in quality. And obviously they are around us in the league as well. Rico Henry, it's a nice ball in. Danny Loader. Can we whip that through? We can. Lewis Ferguson. Oh, and it's a great save. Oh, and the keeper, Dan. It's a great fingertip save. Just got enough to get it around the post. Obviously, we haven't mentioned the build-up. Obviously, this is Pickford coming home as well to his former team. So he's definitely going to be wanting a good result out there in Crespo Rincon. Looked like it was going to roll perfectly for him. Just got blocked off him in the end. Max Power plays it through. Lewis Ferguson is a good diving challenge there. Obviously, that could have gone very wrong. I mean, perfect every game. You just always felt like, oh, and that's Wagnerman's gone flying there, but the referee's happy for play to go on here. Obviously, Wagnerman only just come back from injury. We don't want him getting crunched like that too often. Max Power. Nice ball into Madja. Madja into Danny Loader. Danny Loader trying to get the ball back through to Madja. It's battling away here. And Danny Loader still coming away with it in the end. It's into Tris Peters. Peters. Again, problem with Peters is he's just got no right foot. Could not have tried to hit that with a right foot there. Linked up, but easy to get away. Wagnerman plays that into Max Power. Max Power looking for some movement. Finds it from Lewis Ferguson, but the ball was not good enough from Max Power there. Bring it forward, it's easily cut out. Rico Henry, but he's giving it away. Chance, Andre Gomez. It's a good block. Crespo Rincon with the great block in the end, but again, that came from our own poor play, you would say. Madja buffeted off it, but he's won it back. Tris Peters lips it out to Wagnerman. Is he onside? He's not. Tried to stay onside there, Peters, but he is just gone too soon there. Worked it off there though. And Danny Loader finds Madja. Madja, we've got people bombing on down this right side. It's Tris Peters looking back for Madja here. And the ball was not the best Madja was easily blocked in the end. Everton looked very dangerous on the counter. So Everton are playing pretty much counter-attack football, even though they are their home team. Andre Gomez trying his trickery, but ended up going backwards in the end. Gomez again, it's a good ball, and Wagnerman. He is very good in the air, Josh Wagnerman. He did well there around the back to get that one away. Pickford comes out, punches. Wagnerman will keep it in here. Continue on now, looking for Madja. Madja's been poor. Caught on the ball far too often. Oh, and that's a loose one. Got to go quick here. Danny Loader finds Madja. Oh, and he's not the finish. Scuffed it, and it's gone over the bar, so that's pretty much going to end this first half here. It's been a poor one from us, really. I think we might have to make changes. Right, so beginning the second half, we are gonna wait to possibly make changes. I think we'll give them a good 15 minutes to at least try and change things around. Danny Loader, it's well played by Loader. It's into Madja now. Madja took far too much time. So Madja was the one that we was contemplating bringing off, but obviously we put Janssen on the bench instead of Archie Jackson. I think if Jackson would have been on the bench today, he would have been on. Just change the instructions for those fullbacks so they stay back. Obviously, the better defensively, both fullbacks, you would say. So we'll use them in that way, really. Rico Henry and Wagnerman have both come off. So on his own iron. So Everton are pushing up on us really high. Power back out to 09 now, so we're trying to get some possession here, but Everton are definitely starting to ramp up here. There's Keane. Oh, and Crespo Rincon is definitely our best defender this season. I think he's really looking like he's a quality player. The late Hornby, what is he doing there? Not sure who we thought was behind him there. So can we get this counter attack here? Danny Loader is struggling for stamina and struggling for ideas for going forward, really. The counter attack has not been on. Powers just took a man out there. We're just looking to hang on for the point. Power is going to pick up a booking. But it's one of those bookings that you take as a centre mid, try and break up the play. Oh, that's cut out easily. Danby Hume into Danny Loader. It is Max Power now. Just going to play this one out to Luke O'Nien. O'Nien back into Power. Oh, and Power, don't give it away there. And that's a terrible giveaway. Oh, and we're fortunate. So it's a draw. Not the worst result, obviously, away against a team that's in and around us. But I think we've got to take it. Obviously, we're Everton, you've got to say we're the better team today. After some good results. Let's see, not a lot. Everton didn't really have a chance against Pickford today, but we didn't have too many of our own. So that's going to be the end of the episode. So we're still in the 12th place, tied with Wolves now on 18 points. So we'll come back next time. Obviously, we've got a short turnaround, so we're going to be playing Burnley at home. So we will be playing probably a lot of the rotation players in that game, and then the big one, Manchester United away. So we'll see how we go on next time. But again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.